record because I almost missed the damn bus. But I'm on the big red bus, y'all. Again, something else we have in the States that I would never do, because I see these in New York all the time, but I would never do them. But I'm going to do it here. So again, this is that touristy stuff that I would never do in the States that I'm choosing to do here in Africa. So this is the big red bus. So they give you these headsets for you to listen to the commentary as it goes through the city. So it just tells you different things about different landmarks. Like this in particular is the Nelson Mandela Bridge. Talked about the train services, especially during apartheid, how it transport tons of people. Saw different murals, got to see the different city landscape. The wind was giving me a blow dry effect that I did not ask for, and all of the different advertising. Also, if you keep your receipt, the Big Red Bus is a franchise worldwide, which I did not know. So if you take that receipt, like if I went to New York, I would get 10% off on the transaction in that particular location. They have them in London. They have them all over the world. Never knew that. So it's a great thing to do in the city. It was only about $16 and it took about 2 hours. So you can get on and off of the bus. I chose to get off only in one location, which was Constution Hill here in South Africa, which is a prison where they basically would put several individuals during apartheid. So if you come to Johannesburg and you don't take the time to just really dive into the history of apartheid, you kind of doing yourself a real injustice. Constitution Hall, y'all. It's where they brought everyone, the prisoners from apartheid. This will put it in perspective for you. I don't know what will. I served 5 days imprisonment. My crimes was being found without night pass. 5 minutes before midnight, I was charged under the curfew regulations. I was sentenced to a fine of 10 shillings or 5 days imprisonment. I was kicked or thrashed every day. I saw many other prisoners being thrashed daily for not having a night pass. So if y'all don't know what that is, you couldn't be out past midnight without a night pass. So it was 5 minutes before midnight and he was held. Let's see. So this gentleman got arrested to show that there was nothing to fear. He basically was showing, we got arrested so that we could show people there was nothing to fear from the white oppressors and their laws and their prisons. Before we came in, we were told by the leaders, you are not going to change the setup of the laws and regulations. The things you are going to oppose is when you are being abused, like being stripped naked. We oppose being degraded. Very interesting. I came here because of petty theft, stealing because I was hungry. But when I found myself in prison and everything was corrupt, violent, so you were going to be a survivor, you became corrupt and violent. These are the things that put everything in perspective. Yeah, I want to talk about the U.S. Let's talk about it. So they got an area here where you can leave notes. So there's a lot of people that's got stuff on here about Palestine and Israel. If you guys don't know, when apartheid ended, a lot of South Africans, white South Africans, fled to Israel. Y'all know what's going on there. Yeah. And they enacted a lot of the apartheid laws. It's just one big circle, y'all. I keep trying to tell y'all. It never stops. Never stops. So yeah. So what many don't know is the relationship that these two individuals had. Yeah, so Gandhi, guess what, y'all? Came here with Mandela. Nelson Mandela and Gandhi lived in different times and faced different opponents, but both leaders changed the destiny of their people for the better. They personally acknowledged the presence of the other in spirit and culture. Nelson Mandela said the spirit of Gandhi may well be a key to human survival. Yeah. Most people don't know Gandhi lived in South Africa. Yes, he did. Wow. So yeah, y'all, this is a tribute to Mandela and Gandhi. They love Gandhi here for sure. So they show the timeline, different timelines for both, but they show the difference. Yeah. So most people don't know that Gandhi came here and lived and had a lot of his journey here. Yeah. Yeah. That's young Gandhi and young Mandela. Look at that, y'all. Young Gandhi and young Mandela. Look at this, y'all. So these were the isolation cells. So this is where they would keep someone like Mandela and Gandhi, isolated from everybody else. Look at this. Wow. Wow. These people wanted so much. Look at that. Live as you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. Yeah, be the change that you want to see in the world. Real leaders must be ready to sacrifice all for the freedom of their people. An eye for an eye will make the whole world blind. Hey, best one right there. An eye for an eye will make the whole world blind. Difficulties break some men, but make others. Yo. A man is but a product of his thoughts. What he thinks, he becomes. To be free is not merely to cast off the chains, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others. This is when what you think, what you say, and what you do are in harmony. I like friends who have independent minds because they tend to make you see problems from all angles. I cower in the incapable of exhibiting love and the Yo, that's what I was trying to let y'all know. None of that nonsense matters. Many times I've been here, I've learned so much every time I come. Yes, Mr. Gandhi. Had a huge impact on South Africa for sure. He's got his own display here. After leaving Constitution Hill, you could have just wrapped me up and sent me back to the hotel. I was good. But I did continue on. I hopped back on the big red bus and continued going through the city. So we went through the CBD. Periodically, I've been seeing these Be Kind installations throughout Joburg, and it's just a testament of just kind of where we need to be at right now, y'all. Just be kind. They had this tribute wall going down the side as we were exiting Constitution Hill with just different influential figures to South Africa. Protests going on. It's the dangerous stuff y'all was talking about. We literally drove right through a protest. People always tell me about stuff being so dangerous. That was the most peaceful protest I ever seen in my life. Knocked out. Also, throughout the urban city of Joburg, you're going to see these very large, these were gold mining operations, and they kept a lot of them in place throughout the city. Just shows the representation of gold being found in Joburg. Gandhi has its own area in the city dedicated just to him. He was here for 20 years, you guys. The treescapes throughout Johannesburg are absolutely impressive. You're going to see every kind of tree you can imagine. There's not a sustainable water source directly in Johannesburg, so water has to be brought in. So a lot of the trees were brought from in different areas, indigenous areas throughout the world, from Australia to China. So you're going to see a little bit of everything. The bus wraps up at the Gold Reef Casino. It was just a sight to see going under this tree canopy. But this is where the tour ends. You can actually jump off here and get on another smaller bus going to Soweto. I opted to stay on so I could get back to my original drop off, which was where I was staying at, which was around the Rosebank area. I would say all in all, this was a excellent experience. It was about 17 USD. I highly, highly would recommend this, especially if you like solo traveling and you just kind of want to see what's going on in a particular city. Check it out, y'all. The Big Red Bus.